Hello everyone, Lucifer, the end. Now we get to talk about it in more detail. So we've been getting very snippets of info from like toy stores. Now TAKARA Toy Mall has dropped all the info that we need, and I'll be going over some additional stuff. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you are new here. There's some extra stuff like the Koro information. However, I cannot show pictures from the Koro because of the copyright of the Koro. People should not be having the Koro in the videos. Two reasons for copyright: one, and the second one, obviously, that they shouldn't be doing it. There's no excuse that, oh, the Koro came out, so it's fine. And here's a picture from the Koro. No, that's not how it works. Used to do it, not doing it anymore. Privated or deleted any of those videos. That's the idea. Always have to mention that as people say, oh, the Koro had this information. ZANKYE, look at that. Just to address it so people get the idea. Now let's talk about Lucifer. Lucifer, man, oh my god. When I say get hyped, I actually now legitimately mean get hyped. Before, like, you know, some releases, pretty hype, right? Tempest Dragon, you know, kind of okay, kind of a little bit hyped, you know. World Spriggan, okay. Okay, Infinite Achilles, like, eh. Brave and Rage, I think we're peak hype. Now this is, again, peaking on the hype. Lucifer has so much to offer and it's insane. Let's go over the sparking chip. The sparking chip of, first of all, the box, it looks amazing. So you'll probably see the box and the other stuff. Going over to the other stuff, man. Dude, the chip has a rubber sort of like Gen feature where it's on, when you flip the chip, it's on like the center, like the bottom. You get the idea. It acts like a rubber stopper and it like strengthens the lock. Well, I'm saying stopper, I should correct myself. It's just like when you're turning it, it's just rubber, so it strengthens the lock, so it's harder to burst. Now that's going to be super, super good. Well, specifically for burn in the end, because of the fact that, you know, a chip like that to like strengthen the lock is going to be pretty useful, especially considering the fact if these bays burst easy or burst more casually than some of the other sparking releases. That's going to be really big. So that chip already looking really good. Already. Then after, let's go over to the ring. So the ring, okay. So the ring, I guess, is supposed to work like this. I believe it is free spinning. And the layer has this thing where it's free rotation of two parts of the layer, sort of like this little wall part and I guess like the top part. Supposed to freely rotate, I guess. And there is a little like indent, like the little pink part, right? And I guess when the sort of like the limit break for this would be that when that part gets exposed, it actually absorbs the shock. So it absorbs the impact. So basically, think if Screw Trident was actually useful in the modern meta, then you pretty much got your answer there. So now, okay, chip is already sounding pretty fire. Ring sounding pretty good. Like basically he's like a parrying ring and can take blows. All right, now that's sounding very promising. Now let's go over to the disc. The disc, I believe, is called Ko. So if you want the closest like sort of example I can give, think of Python from Hasbro's Rise disc. That's the closest shape it is to that limit break disc. Now somebody has to correct me on this one if I am wrong, but I do believe that the limit break system bays, the burn ring, the volcano from Helios, and the end ring from Lucifer are only compatible with Ko, Cho, and O, the limit break discs. You can only interchange between those three on the rings. So you could have, I guess, like Hyperion, you could have like Burn Cho, Burn O, or Burn Ko, I guess, etc., etc. So we're gonna have three different options for these limit break bays. Well, not three. Technically, it would be 9 options if you get the idea. So going over now to the performance tip, which is drift. Now after getting like 50 special moves on drift, we now have a part that's called drift. So now they can't say drift. Now drift apparently is sort of like Mobius, although it kind of looks like a shorter version of Mobius, and it has a wider guard on it, which kind of reminds me of, I'm trying to think of, kind of like Shield 130 from MFB, or I'm trying to think for Burst, what's the equivalent? Kind of it's really not really, but kind of reminds me of Press from Beyblade. Burst. Is Press the one that kind of looks spiky? Kind of like Press. It's circular. Like a circular press. That's like the only thing. It's not even really. Just a shorter Mobius, wider guard and everything. So already, now we're talking with this Lucifer. Now we're talking. So if you are wondering what was a weak point to Lucifer, it was that it couldn't really go up against right bays. And the reason why for that is that the 2D chassis has the rubber blade. So every time it's hitting on a right bay, it's not really taking in anything. You could have times where Lucifer could KO, or you could have times where 2D could maybe KO a right bay depending on the combo, but it was really more effective against lefts. So obviously the rubber blades are exposed. There is this really stupid misconception, and I hate it, where people for some reason think that Mobius is the reason why Lucifer is not good, which is not the case at all. Another thing too was the variant ring. The variant ring was absolutely awful. I believe, isn't variant like the lightest ring? If not, it has to be at least like top 2 of the lightest rings in sparking. So now, this Lucifer sounds promising because it can go up against lefts and rights. Now this has more viability. So now we're talking for Lucifer. So overall thoughts and opinion, it sounds like a beast. It sounds honest to God like a beast. You basically got like Mobius 2.0. Basically. Now I'm not 100% of the performance tip, right? So if we get updated info and a few things are different, okay, I'll make sure to correct that in the comments. Or if I do a follow-up video. Dude, like the parry thing and everything, it's insane. This Lucifer is insane. And if there's any info that I got wrong, I'll make sure to clip that from the video and just address it in the comment. But overall thoughts, I think it's more hyped than the Hyperion and the Helios. But you can let me know your thoughts in the comments. Where would you rank these 3 limit break bays, like Hyperion, Helios, and Lucifer? I'd probably go like Lucifer, Helios, then Hyperion. Or maybe, because, okay, so Hyperion's limit break, the wings expand and they pop out. Helios is supposed to have, I think, like a bound attack, I'm pretty sure. Somebody has to double check on that one. And Lucifer's free spin. Yeah, so this is insane. This is insane, dude. They're going crazy with it. That's gonna be it for now. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Dude, Lane's just gonna be stacked in the anime, dude. He's just gonna go crazy. That's probably why too. Oh man. Oh, okay, whatever. I'm sorry for taking so much time. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have an amazing day.